Welcome to day 310 of our DeSo journey. I'm Ed Krasenstein here with my twin brother Brian, and we have three special guests today. You know them from the GraffitiGuise crew. It's Tropics, Austin Kenneth, and Chasm. How's it going, guys?
Going good. It's going well.
I think this is the third time we had all three of you guys on, and probably Tropics like fifth time. You have to have broken some record, I think.
Me and Cyrus are going hand in hand to be on the show the most, right?
I think you might have him beat by one.
I think, right? With CloudCon mixed with Tropics and GraffitiGuise for sure.
Yeah, so before we get into the whole GraffitiGuise updates and everything you guys are doing, I'm going to touch on some of the news. There's not really too much today. Remember, these videos are being sponsored by NFT Tech. They are an investor in CloutFeed. And yesterday, Dharmesh posted that he's implemented DeSo login into his website, firstword.com. Do you have more on that, Brian?
Yeah, so he asked the community that he basically told the community he wanted to implement a login for firstword.com, which is his website, which is like a training website for the popular game Wordle. If you don't know what Wordle is, it's this game where you have to guess a word in 6 tries and you get clues based on the other words you guess. It's kind of cool. It's a cool game. I was playing it yesterday. But basically, he wanted to allow for a login so that he could allow DeSo users to log into firstword.com and then they could get maybe some added features based on them being logged in. So he finally actually did that. And he did it in a matter of days. It seems to work well. And I think that having something like this is important. I think that we're going to see other websites have the ability to log in with DeSo. I think that adds to the DeSo ecosystem. It adds to the utility of DeSo. So I'm happy to see what Dharmesh did there.
Yeah, it's great. And I love how Dharmesh is so active on this platform. So Miami Hack Week. Yesterday, it came to an end, the DeSo Hackathon Challenge, which DeSo decided to give $15,000 away to the winners, and 10,000 went to the top winner and 1,000 went to 5 runners up. And the grand prize winner was a project called DeSo Wrapped. And basically what it does is it creates a year in review slideshow that you can share with your followers. You know, you see this on Spotify, you see this on even on your iPhone, you have this, and on Facebook, you have this. Different apps, a lot of apps have this, but their idea is that DeSo can tell so much more about a person than other social media platforms, because, you know, you have coin price, you have investments, there's just so much more data there that can be extracted. So I thought it was a really cool project. I'm glad to see them win. And I can't wait to see this project come to fruition where people start using it. It's one click, you know, it's one single click, you can create the slideshow. It's going to grab that data and create the whole show for anybody to share with their followers.
Yeah, I obviously I didn't try it out yet, but I don't think it's actually live yet, is it, Ed?
It's not live yet, but I think it's coming pretty soon. But the runners up, there were 5 of them. Niche3.io is a machine learning tool that extracts traits from your user profile and then it finds traits that are shared with other users. So maybe you're really into the New England Patriots. And also you like to go bowling a lot. Maybe it can connect you with other people who like New England Patriots and bowling. So
maybe you like doing street graffiti, right? And
yes,
you're going to be connected to people like Austin Kenneth.
That would be awesome. So I think I haven't seen it in action yet, but I think you can try it. You can kind of try it out, but I didn't see it where it's actually pairing people yet. I think they're still working on that. But it's another good idea that I think, you know, could get people using DeSo. Passport. This is actually my favorite from the 5 that I've seen. It's a social gamified city experience. I know yesterday Brian read my notes wrong. Yeah, it's not a gasified city experience.
Although I hear that Salil is working on a social gasified social experience, so I'm looking forward to that, Salil.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. But so what this does is it shows you a map, and you can pick a location. You can pick places like a restaurant or a park or a club, and you can like those places. You can see what your friends like. I mean, it's not much different than some other apps that are already out there. But then the interesting part comes when you start earning points. You start earning points and you can redeem them for special NFTs. So like say you're running a restaurant, you can issue NFTs, and those people who come into your restaurant maybe 3 times will get a special NFT. They come 10 times, maybe they'll get a golden NFT. And then what they can do is they can say, okay, if you own a golden NFT, you're going to get a discount on this today, or you're going to get a free ham. I don't know, I'm just throwing that out there. But there's a lot of cool ideas I think a lot of businesses could use. And the reasoning was that, COVID has really hurt a lot of these businesses, and they need a way to kind of attract people back. Plus, it's a socially engaging app that utilizes the DeSo blockchain. I think this was my favorite. We'll see if it gets built out.
Yeah, and I could imagine them also maybe utilizing the DAO coins, and instead of an NFT, they could just offer like points, like reward points, and then you could redeem those reward points. Maybe they could do both. Maybe some companies, some businesses want to do the NFTs, and others will want to use like a point system. So we'll see. I think there's a lot of good ideas coming from this hackathon, and this is definitely one of them.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Have you checked out any of the apps yet?
I think it's good though, ultimately from the hackathon that you're able to, designate 6 different teams or 5 teams winners. I think that's super important to build a product so fast or so swiftly that will benefit, the DeSo protocol and the layer 2 built on top. And then to help users, I think that it's a good step in the right direction in terms of the building side for sure, and getting more builders and devs acquainted to the layer 1 protocol, because I think that is definitely always important. Just to keep having builders build, but also, creators to create. And I think that happy medium of a hybrid is super important to have here in this community in Web3.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. So all these apps were developed in just a matter of days, which is really incredible when you think about it. They had to come up with an idea, and then they actually created, all these apps aren't complete, but they created at least the initial stages of these apps. So props to all the developers. I want to touch on the final 4 of them. Thread Hive, which you might recall, I think it was yesterday or the day before, we mentioned that the new employee, Ty Fisher, he said he made a post saying he was posting from Thread Hive. So Thread Hive is actually created by Aditya. He's a long-time DeSo OG developer, and it lets users write rich content threads, edit them, schedule posts, and draft unfinished posts. So it's kind of a cool tool, maybe sort of like some like TweetDeck or something
like
along those
TweetDeck on
lines.
steroids. I'd say it's like TweetDeck on steroids. Like you have a lot of other features, it appears. I'm actually looking forward to this. I'm going to use this a lot as long as it kind of continues to develop. So thanks, it's Aditya, for that.
Yeah, you can log in now. All the features aren't quite yet ready, but they're coming very, very soon. And he warned that could be some bugs that haven't been worked out yet. Frills app is another one that I thought was really cool. It allows brands to reward their customers after they've made a purchase. They're going to be rewarded in diamonds and NFTs for engaging for social content. So if you say you buy a product from Nike and you go to engage with their social media, maybe on DeSo, maybe it's on Twitter, you engage, and for that engagement, you can earn NFTs or diamonds. Like maybe you create a video saying, oh, look, I just got these new Nike runners and I'm going to run 5 miles in them. And you're creating social content, engaging with Nike, and then you're going to be rewarded. I think that's kind of the future of social media. I think that's the future of how brands are really going to market their products.
Well,
What do you
and
guys think about that?
studies have, I was just going to say, studies have shown that like people are more excited about getting rewarded in crypto than they are in USD. So like this is like a reward system where you can get rewarded in DeSo, because diamonds are in essence DeSo.
Yeah, exactly. You guys have any thoughts on that?
I think that you're right on how the people that the brands are sponsoring, their interaction is going to change. What you just mentioned about like the Nike runners or whatever, I don't know. Remember back in the day, the Nike shoes used to have that little like accelerometer in them, or it's like a chip in there. I think that they should bring that back, and then you buy Nike shoes, and then based on how much exercise or how active you are in the shoes can earn you like some sort of coin. Like that would be cool.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I've heard something like this where you're rewarded for your exercise or in terms of how many miles that you set or laps, and like earn a token, earn something where it's again related to the blockchain. And I think it makes it easier for all these companies, right, to do stuff is on the blockchain. So I
Yeah,
think that's a great
DAO
idea.
coins, you could use DAO coins for it. And then maybe those DAO coins could be used to get a discount or, to get special and to buy NFTs with the DAO coins. So there's so many different directions. I think, this whole idea of DAO coins and NFTs can go for marketing when it comes to these companies. DeSo Chats, that was another runner up, but of course by Dennis H. Lewis and DeSo No Code. We had him on our show last week. It's a great app. You can check it out now at desochats.com, and it allows for group and single chats. I actually was testing it out the other day and it looks really cool. And then there's Super Wallet by Brutal. Brutal won the hackathon. He's one of the runners up. So congrats.
It's
Brutal.
funny because like we didn't mention Brutal the first, like I think 3 or 4 days ago, we talked about the hackathon and we mentioned that It's Aditya was participating, and brutally got to us and said, hey, why did you leave me out? And I thought it was a joke at first, but it turned out he actually entered it with his Super Wallet and he actually came out one of the winners. So
yeah, we
congrats,
also
Brutal.
thought Super Wallet was a joke at one time too, or at least Brian did.
It's just so hard to take that guy serious.
Yeah, so finally, before we get to the whole GraffitiGuise stuff, DeSo actually sent some money to individuals on Discord. You want to talk about that, Brian?
Yes, so the DeSo Discord, they wanted help with the community, help moderating the community. So back a few months ago, they hired, I guess you could say hired, 10 users from DeSo to help moderate, and it was Doodles, 100, CFKY, It's Aditya, Matreshka, Fetty, Baruto, ASG, Karurin, Bra Moments, and they actually sent them each $1,000 yesterday. I'm assuming that this was for their work moderating the DeSo Discord. They deserve it, and I think it's good that they are using the community to do community things.
What's your thoughts, Dylan? I know you've had some thoughts on Discord and whatnot.
Yeah, avid user of Discord and understanding it's not made for everyone, but again, I think right now in this Web3 movement, Discord is definitely being leveraged in terms of to build inner communities where you don't have to fight algorithms on different platforms and social medias. So I think, yeah, I think it's dope that they're rewarding people who are supporting the ecosystem, supporting users and builders that come into the Discord. I think going forward, it's important to have a Discord that's welcoming for both builders and creators, being able to organize and allot those two different categories to say that, yes, DeSo is a protocol. But again, on top of that protocol, this is decentralized social media. So, there definitely has to be creators. So finding that happy medium, and if there's a good moderation team to moderate and give people the resources that they need when they come to the Discord, then I think they deserve it, right? I think for me, like I moderate at Artifact. There's definitely different ways to get involved. I think moderation is definitely important. But yeah, it's just awesome to see that, some OGs are definitely getting rewarded, and it almost is a support system that, finally, you see the team enacting with the community members to give, back.
Yeah, I agree. So let's talk about GraffitiGuise. What's new with you guys? I know you've been like posting, you've been packaging up packages and mailing them out. What's going on?
We dropped our video. We just dropped our video, our new informative video. It teaches you how to mint a graffiti guy, and also just gives you some insight into some of the utility on our roadmap. That was the most exciting for me. That's what I've been waiting for a lot, because I get to use the skills that I use on a daily basis just working in the film industry. So you see in the video, there's little lighting tricks and some cool camera angles and all that. And I want to give a big shout out to our editor, actually. So we couldn't edit this video on our own. I'm not a video editor. We have some editing experience, but we've as a team decided that it would be better for us to hire a freelancer and have them do it correctly rather than us try to do it on our own and possibly not having a product that we're happy with. And I mean, this guy knocked it out of the park. It's better than what we expected. And, you know, I just wanted to give a shout out to that guy. But yeah, the video.
It was awesome. Like I saw you were benching and you were benching without any hands.
Yeah,
So the special effects
dude,
were pretty good.
when you get that graffiti guy and it sells for 100 DeSo, or you post for 100 DeSo, I mean, you get really excited. So yeah, no, we wanted to just do something that was going to show people who may not have a DeSo account, or because we put it on YouTube and we're going to post it on TikTok in parts, and you know, we're going to put it on all the socials so that someone who might not have a DeSo account already can see how to make a DeSo account, and then also use Diamond app, because we want to push Diamond app as well, and at the same time mint our project. So if they want to go along with that, maybe this will be the project that gets them into DeSo or something like that. And then we also wanted to have, like, you know, a comedic layer to it, and something that was entertaining for our community members, you know, that are currently with GraffitiGuise. So it was really fun to make. We had a blast doing it. We were just, like, you know, spitballing and going with the flow and coming up with ideas as we went, and it ended up coming out really cool. And that was fun for me, like I said, because I got to mess around with some of my skills.
Yeah, I think it's
really, I like the packaging video where Alston here was signing and packaging it up too. That was really cool. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I think it's really important that, like, projects like yours, you kind of have these explainer videos, because people's attention spans are like that. And to add, like, humor and comedy into it, I think that was awesome. I think it gets people's attention and it explains to them, but it also explains to people outside of DeSo what you guys are doing on DeSo. And if every project did what you guys were doing, I think DeSo would grow exponentially. And I hope we see others reach out to these other social platforms, because that's how you're going to bring more people on.
Yeah, I think for us, like, what the super important thing was for that video is we walk you through minting a GraffitiGuise, like getting onto Diamond app, and then, you know, minting it, and then the snapshot of understanding, like, there's a forge, and then getting airdrop the NFT that is forgeable, and then being able to sell that NFT if you wanted to, and then declining that, and then burning the NFT to claim that in real life package. So I think we wanted to walk through the steps of, like, what the process was to just, you know, make it easy. And I think storytelling is a super important thing that not enough creators and projects do in overall Web3. And I think that's what we wanted to leverage there. But like you said, we wanted to also leverage other social media platforms. So for those of you who don't know, we have been posting a lot on our Twitter. We posted this video on Twitter and trying to do a lot of call to actions, tagging at Team DeSo and getting people in the protocol. But we also been utilizing TikTok. You know, when I was building TikTok for Tropics, I was building multiple accounts. So what I was able to do is take an active account and move it towards GraffitiGuise. So we rebranded it for GraffitiGuise, and we started to post active videos about our TikToks and again, like, step-by-step videos. And I know Austin's going to comment on it right now, but he's been going live on the TikTok account for 100+ people pretty daily. And he's been writing names, he's been sketching. So we're trying to hit the discoverability algorithms on other platforms to drive people in, because we have our website linked. We have, you know, DeSo in our bio and platform. So we're really trying to show that use case of leveraging. So Austin, do you want to just comment quickly on TikTok? I know you're a man of few words, and obviously that's your words speak through your art.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much else to say other than that. You know, I've just been going live on TikTok a lot. Been trying to just do different things, you know, see what works, see what doesn't. We did one live stream where we were tagging people's names, you know, if you like, follow and share, something like that. We were also doing, you know, more of like a chill stream where I was kind of just sketching, not really talking, and, you know, just have people watch me kind of, you know, just do my art, stuff like that. So we've been, you know, like Dylan said, just trying to test stuff out and just see what works and what doesn't. So
I love that. I love the idea of, you know, just, you got to experiment, you know, you can't just expect things to come. You got to figure out what works best, and what works best for GraffitiGuise might not work best for the next NFT project. So it's like, you just got to figure out what works best. And I think you guys are great at doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We definitely think that it's still very early for NFTs. People are still learning about the ecosystem, that haven't been acquainted with, the ETH blockchain and everything with NFTs on different platforms. Obviously, we come from that experience, and we want to, leverage what we've learned to DeSo, and that's why we're trying to break it down. Like we understand it was maybe a little complicated in our roadmap, but it was all good love to show like we have real value. So that's why we did the video, right? And we also have a packaging video that we recorded, and you saw the little teaser with Austin signing it, but the package is en route to Darian Paris's place, and he's going to be doing an unboxing video. So we rather him do the unboxing video, and then everyone watch that video and be shocked at like, wow, that's a cool package. How did they package it? We did a live video, straight up one take of packaging that video of that package. So it's just, again, amazing to see, what we have done come to life. Again, we want to really showcase what can be done on DeSo and the utility. And that's why we're going to be doing it through videos and content and discoverability on all platforms: DeSo, Diamond App, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok.
Yeah, much more videos to come, and expect more cool lighting effects and editing, and it's just going to get more intricate as we go on. Like you said, experimenting is great. We're throwing things out there, we're seeing what sticks, and once we find something that we can leverage the most, we're going to provide a really good product, especially in the video department. There's a lot more videos to come, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah, if you haven't watched the videos yet, you definitely have to check them out. How can somebody find the videos?
Yeah, so the video is on our YouTube. If you search GraffitiGuise, that probably is actually the hardest one because of metadata right now. If you go to our Diamond app, or if you go to Cloud Vista and even search GraffitiGuise video, it should be our first video, our big video. And then we'll be uploading it to our website as well, just so people can have access there. But right now, the biggest accessibility is YouTube. We're going to be posting little threads in TikTok, so it's not fully on TikTok or Twitter, but it is on DeSo, on Diamond app, on YouTube right now.
So I think before we let you guys go, like,
yeah,
clearly the NFT ecosystem, the NFT market on DeSo has been slow over the course of the last few months. It started out really hot, and it's kind of trailed off. I guess number one, what would you recommend to other creators who are creating NFTs and might get discouraged by slow sales? And number two, how can the community, the core team, maybe help spawn on a more vibrant NFT ecosystem on DeSo?
Yeah, I would say for the creator aspects, you just stay in there. I mean, it's a bear market across all crypto right now. So, for me, especially, I've just been holding. I haven't minted anything on any blockchain in 2 weeks. I think a lot of people are in the same boat as me. I wish that I would have not aped into so much stuff right before this bear market, so I could have been a little more liquid and maybe swept some floors, but I'm perfectly fine with holding right now. And as a creator, you just got to stay consistent. Sometimes, like you said, you can get discouraged if nobody's minting your project, and we've definitely felt some of that too. And it's not about that. It's about staying consistent. It's about honing in your craft, honing in what you're passionate about your project and the product, or the NFT or the DAO that you're trying to create for your community. And you have to be able to stick through it through good times and bad. And I guess you can categorize this period of time that we've been in the short term as a bear market in DeSo as well. And if you can't stick through a bear market, then you got to be able to stick through the bad times. So I think that's definitely good advice.
The ones who stick out the bad times usually emerge stronger during the good times, I think.
Exactly. You got to be willing to take a loss. You got to be, willing to make sacrifices. I mean, it's right now, somebody who's running a project on DeSo that is not minting and is in this bear market and feeling the effects of it, they may feel like that it's not sustainable for them. But that extra push in this difficult time is what's going to make you stronger in the long run when the bull market comes back.
And also, additionally, to add on top, I think building, right, creating, being consistent, connecting, growing, adding value, all the relationship building of connecting with all these people are super important in real life too. Just in general, just building relationships of people who have the same passion as you or the same mindset. over the last year, I've done that, right? Through different platforms, through different mediums on top of DeSo. And I just think building the relationships, there's so many talented people that could take different approaches. You have the builders, you have the creators, you have the speakers, you have the people who are really good at holding clubhouses and spaces and doing content on videos of TikTok and YouTube. There's so many different routes you could take if you just continue to keep building, because I think learning is a big aspect of this space. It's so new, Web3, this whole ecosystem, the blockchain. There's so much to learn. There's only so much you could do with time. You just got to keep building, keep connecting with people. Just learn how to just get discovered on these platforms, how to build your brand, right? How to leverage your brand and connect and complement it with your own creator side, and how to add value back in that way. You don't have to be a music artist. You don't have to be a DJ or a real like painter artist. You can add value in so many different ways. So just brainstorm, create, connect with people, like just play off each other's strengths and weaknesses, and find ways to work together. I think that's a big thing. And yeah, it's definitely tough, right? In terms of DeSo, with the lack of secondary market. I think, this is where it was when, Lava Labs and everything early on with, Flow blockchain and with what the Top Shot creators were creating with the Crypto Kitties and Crypto Punks back then. It's not really there yet, right? And those original projects that continue to build with their communities, which I think Crypto Punks kind of lacked a little bit, and what Bored Ape Yacht Club has continued to do, has made Bored Ape what it's become and what Crypto Punks could have been, right? It's not saying that it's done, but like if you build in these bearish times with your communities, like, for example, like Austin has been doing these custom sketches for the holders while we wait in terms of building the packages, just finding unique ways to engage and interact, come up with, unique contests, meme contests, go live, right? It's just so many different ways that you just need to keep it up, do a Discord party, or just do different things, right? To just keep the mentality, the roadmap, the vision, the team connected with the community and the holders. So I think, yeah, it's tough. Like people are still learning about NFT projects. People want DeSo because they look at the price. It makes sense. Like it will get to a point where it comes full circle, I think. But again, like I think if DeSo can highlight under Team DeSo, some creators, some NFT projects, I think that's dope, because I think it's definitely hard right now to get discovered still on DeSo. And I think platforms like NFTZ will allocate to show that. And I think all the teams that did get Octane funding need to still build, but again, there needs to be NFT projects that also build and try to bring in creators and users from other platforms, but also leverage what DeSo has built on other platforms to bring people in. So it definitely will take work, but again, I think to ape into those that believe, I think to create that experience is very important.
Very well said. And like with NFTZ, we're constantly trying to figure out ways to help with discoverability. And we have some ideas that we're going to be pushing out in the near future. But that's something that's big too, because, like if you're an artist just posting an NFT, nobody's really going to find it on DeSo because there's not that many people here. So you really need to market it. We want to kind of create some other ways, but we're not going to get into that right now. But I think what you said is like right on. And it's very slow right now, but I think things will pick up. I mean, I can't guarantee it, but I think I don't see any reason why it won't. And those who, like you say, keep building, I think are going to be the ones who benefit the most. But so if anybody wants to mint a GraffitiGuise NFT, how do they do it?
Yeah, so they can go to GraffitiGuise.com, and then there'll be a big mint button. You can contact any of us as well. We're happy to walk you through the process of minting and understanding to get a GraffitiGuise. I think for us, again, we want to be that type of project that shows the real use case utility. Minting it at 1 DeSo right now is pretty low, but again, we want to give you more value than what you minted it for. And I think that's going to showcase when Darian opens up his first package of what a GraffitiGuise package could look like. And we're really excited for everybody to see what's in that box and just show again, like, I think that could also jumpstart the NFT movement here on DeSo, is a project really going viral in some way, shape, or form to show, wow, there's actually utility. Oh,
Yeah.
DeSo NFTs are actually really cheap right now. It's like 1/100th of a price of ETH, right? And there's no gas fee. Why is no one aping in? Oh, look, there's a utility to it now. Let's ape in. So I think that's the thing, is there could be a project that really jumpstarts the movement, or could also like really just show other projects that may have not been in the space that are just testing the DeCo ecosystem and be like, maybe I got to start, jumping on my game a little bit and offer some really cool things to the people who have been supporting, because they did support me through monetary, purchases of my NFTs.
Well, thanks so much. Thanks, Dylan. Thanks, Alston. Thanks, Chasm. Thank you for coming on the show again. And I look forward to seeing where GraffitiGuise goes. But thanks again.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks,
course.
guys.
Not pleasure.
Thank you.
See everybody later. Talk to you tomorrow.